I'm telling you, anything that flies without wings can't be trusted. It's against nature and all that's holy. But hey, no feathers off my bones. If it comes crashing down, I'm not the one who'll be needing wings.
Your friend, he'll just lend it to us.
He owes me a favor. Besides, NPS, that would be the Northlands Parcel Service, has just upgraded their airborne fleet. This baby was one of the first they leased from the Azadi 7 years back, and even then, she was getting on. The new ones are faster, bigger, slicker, but she'll do just fine for our purposes.
So you're coming with us?
Coming with you? Wouldn't miss it for the world, Miss Castillo. This is one adventure I'm definitely looking forward to. Besides, you'll need me to fly her for you. She takes some getting used to.
I don't know. I still don't trust a bird without wings. I'm keeping my eyes on you, sister. One wrong move, and bam! You'll feel the wrath of my beak.
How are we doing?
Just fine. This ship's a real beauty. She basically flies herself. She just needs a tiny nudge now and again, but other than that...
So, Mr. Westhouse?
Call me Brian, please.
Brian, when did you come to Arcadia?
Oh, that was a long, long time ago. Too long. I traveled across the divide in 1933, that is.
What? And you're how old exactly?
Well, I may be getting on, but I'm not that old. No, I got unstuck from time, and I was caught between worlds for a while. Not a pleasant experience by any measure of things, but I got out, and I made a life for myself in Mercuria. I'm never going back to Stark. And I'm fine with that. I've made peace with my past. Arcadia is my home now.
Ja siinä oli oikein niin kuin elokuvamainen kamera-ajo niin sanotusti. Tultiin tuolta pilviltä, zoomattiin tähän alukseen ja kohti tätä, missä Zoe ja Brian on.
Where in Stark did you come from?
Boston, USA. Back when there was a USA. Hell, back when there was a Boston.
They're still there, both of them. How did you end up here? Are you a shifter?
Most certainly not. I mean, if I was, I would probably have gone back at some point. No, I made my way through the divide by more unconventional means. I'm not that old, mind you. Something happened that got me unstuck from time. It wasn't the best idea I ever had, but still, here I am in good health, and with all my limbs intact. I shouldn't complain.
Have you seen a lot of this world?
I'd say so. When Mercuria was invaded by the Tyrant hordes 10 years ago, I was forced to leave the city. I first traveled east across the Northlands to a place called Irhad, the Sun Empire, and then south across the Great Ocean to the continent called the Southlands. After that, well, there's not much left in this world that I haven't seen. I've even been to the Azadi Empire. But I have to say that I like the Northlands, and Mercuria best of all. It feels like home.
Joo. Mielenkiintoista nähdä, miten Chaptersissa sitten päästäänkö uusille alueille, koska mehän nyt ei olla... No joo, periaatteessa me nyt ei olla oltu kuin Markuriassa, eli tässä kaupungissa. Okei, ykkösessä nyt vähän seikkailtiin, mutta se nyt oli vähän jotenkin... Niin, no. Niin, en tiedä. Ehkä mä oon hiljaa. Vähän jotenkin tavallaan huomasin, että no joo.
What are the Tyrant?
They were a barbaric people who lived on the western plains. 10 years ago, they invaded Marcuria.
Were?
The Azadi killed them all when they liberated the city. If there are any left, they're few and scattered. The Tyrant took the city during a time of great upheaval, but they didn't hold it long. The Azadi arrived in their ships soon after and drove them out. It's almost frightening how quickly the Tyrant were wiped out. The Azadi showed no mercy.
Where did the Azadi come from?
Far west. Almost 10 days' journey by boat. In their airships, however, or cloud ships, it doesn't take many days to cross the ocean.
You've visited their continent.
I've passed through it, so to speak. Their capital, Sadir, is just amazing. It's built across a huge river delta where 6 rivers meet. It's a holy place.
They let you just wander freely through their city?
I passed as a traveler in their lands. It's not closed to outsiders, and as long as you respect the Azadi and their customs, they give you passage. It's such a different culture from what we're used to, but they're an interesting people, and I found my visit to be highly educational. What they're doing in Marcuria, though, it's certainly controversial. On one hand, they brought freedom and peace. On the other hand, they've rounded up the Magicals, stuck them in a ghetto, and God knows what they intend to do with them next.
When do we get to the Dark People's city?
From what our feathered friend said, it'll be another day or so. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just feeling a bit restless.
Well, there's not much to do here. You can look around the cabin for a bit, talk to Crow, or take a nap back in the hold. There's a bed there.
Thanks. Maybe I will.
Joo, se oli oikein tollainen kun peliselitys, että tässä on sinun vaihtoehdot, mitä voit tehdä. Day 2 aboard the airship and I think I'm starting to smell. Other than that, it's going well. Wethouse and Crow are good company and the hammock is reasonably comfortable. I actually feel a bit sleepy again. I should take a nap. I mean, there's absolutely nothing else to do.
Still feeling...
Sort of.
I guess that's understandable.
Maybe I'll go and take that.
Good idea.
Joo. Mitäs sä sanoit niinkun... No, se.
Looks very complicated.
Crow.
Crow looks a bit worse for wear.
Onko sulla jotain sanottavaa?
I'm feeling seasick.
Seasick? Aren't you used to flying?
Flying, yes. Flying is no problem. Flying is flapping your wings and praying for a good tailwind. This isn't flying. This is torture.
So why don't you jump out there and fly instead?
What? And catch a cold? Are you kidding me? You do know that it's freezing out there, don't you? And it's not like I can keep up with this infernal machine. My wings are made for comfort flying, not marathons. No, I'll stay here. I'll just find a corner to go throw up in instead.
Nice.
Nice.
How long have you known April?
That depends on how you look at it. We go way back, but I haven't really seen her since way back.
What happened?
She sent me on my merry way. She wanted to go find herself, which actually means go lose everyone else. I can recommend it, though. It's very liberating. I went off to find myself recently, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. You see, I was about to get married, and...
To a bird? I mean, not a woman. Well, yes, a woman. A female bird. Someone with wings, like you.
Yes, that's right. A bird. Anyway, so the idea of settling down, building a nest, starting a family... I don't know, I started freaking out. So I went on a journey of inner discovery.
Okay.
You went on a journey of discovery.
Inner discovery. A quest for personal understanding. A mission of self-realization. A voyage of inward fulfillment. A trek to the...
Okay, yes, I get it. You wanted to find yourself.
It's brilliant! You desert everyone, abandon your responsibilities and relationships, and focus completely on your own personal misery. It's a douche for the soul.
You know, Crow, I think you may have misunderstood what finding yourself is all about.
What? No, April showed me how it's done. I can't believe I didn't do it sooner. I feel so much lighter. Not a care in the world. Except for, the total and abject misery in my heart and soul.
Tämä oli vähän hämmentävä toi zoomaus. Antaako tää nyt saman jutun vai?
So you abandoned your fiancé to go on a selfish journey of inner discovery.
Abandoned is a strong word. Left? Deserted? Forsook? Yes, and yes. Slipped away in the dead of night? Sure. But it was all for the best. I obviously wasn't ready to, become a responsible, grown-up, magical bird. Where does one go to find oneself, I asked. Granted, I only asked myself, and I probably should have gotten a second opinion, but there you go. So I decided to seek the center of all wisdom and knowledge in Arcadia.
This Dark People's city?
No. Some fortune teller in Zan. She stiffed me. It was actually blind luck that I ended up in the Dark People's city. I never intended to go there, but it was a real blessing, I tell you. These guys, they let me read anything I wanted. And I've learned a lot. Like, for example, did you know that a Diavan water snake can grow to be almost 200 meters long? I didn't. I didn't really want to find out either, because now I'm really freaked out by water, but there's not much else to do in the place except read. Read, eat, read, sleep, read, go to the bathroom, and read at the same time. It's really very, very dull. But all that introspection gave me perspective. I wisened up, and now I'm ready.
Ready to get married?
Ready to admit that I'm scared out of my feathers about getting married. So no, still on that journey.
About April.
I don't understand what happened to her. Oh, she was the sweetest, prettiest, nicest girl you could have ever imagined. And she was a real trooper. Save the world and all. You don't see a lot of people doing that these days. But things didn't turn out the way she thought they would. She couldn't go back to her world, first because she was afraid, and then later because she lost her powers. On top of that, the Azadi were after everyone from Stark. Everyone with special powers, everyone who was allied with the Magicals. In the end, I think April just snapped. She was so angry, she felt so betrayed. She had to take it out on someone. Fortunately, she decided to take it out on the Azadi. I wanted to stick with her, I really did, despite the yelling and the bitterness. But in the end, she just up and left me. Right in the middle of nowhere, too. I tried looking for her, but after a while I gave up. I got the distinct feeling she didn't want me around anyway. So, I left to begin a new life.
I don't think there's anything you could have done, Crow. Sometimes the people we know and love change, and sometimes that means we have to move on.
Siis missä vaiheessa April jätti Crown? Mä jotenkin ymmärsin aikaisemmin, että se olisi jättänyt oikeastaan heti sen ykkösen tapahtumin jälkeen. Mutta se vissiin tapahtui sitten myöhemmin. Eli kuinka kauan April ja Crow oli sitten erossa toisistaan ennen kuin ne näki tässä meidän silmiemme edessä pelissä toisensa? En tiedä.
What powers did April lose?
Her special thingy, being a shifter. First, she didn't want to go back to Stark, and then, one day, she couldn't. Her powers went poof, and no one knows why. Ooh.
What?
What?
Why did you go, ooh?
Because it's spooky. Also, I like saying it. It makes my beak vibrate.
You don't think she lost her powers because She felt her powers were the cause of her misery.
It's... Of course I wouldn't know what... Huh?
Seems to me that she was scared about facing reality again, and she decided that her powers would only bring more pain. So she lost them.
Oh, that's, psychology, isn't it? Oh, brilliant. You human females from Stark are really clever. So, hey, if we hit April with a really big frying pan, she'll come to her senses, right?
What? No.
Yes, it's called therapy. I read about it somewhere. Well, not read, more like heard. In a seedy tavern near the docks. After 11 thimbles of Mary Minstrom's yellow fire. Just before dawn. On a Monday. But I remember the fella who told me. Big lad. Arms as thick as oak trees. A stunning collection of scars. Nice eye patch. A real therapist he was. Wait, maybe it was rapist.
Yep.
What's it like being a talking bird?
My beak is a finely tuned instrument of love. When I speak, girls tremble. And also guys. Guys tremble too, but not in the same way.
Right. It was nice chatting with you, Crow. It's been very informative.
Glad to help, doll.
Doll?
I mean, independent and self-reliant female person who's not an object to be ogled at or used solely for my own personal amusement and pleasure.
Ei, antai Crow kyllä, antai mahtava.
The holder's back there. And the bed.
Mahtava tyyppi, ei siitä kyllä pääse mihinkään. All that we see or seem, chapteri, mikä ikinä onkaan, tai monesko.
Welcome to our city. The White of the Kin is expecting you.
Who?
That's the White Dragon, Zoe.
How did she know I was coming?
I stopped asking those kinds of questions a long time ago. You just have to start buying into stuff like destiny and precognition, or you'll go nuts.
She waits in the library. Follow me.
Right. Okay, no point in asking any questions, is there?
Absolutely not. It'll only make your head hurt.
Okei, eli taas samassa paikassa. This city is completely amazing. Nothing I've ever seen can compare with it. I wish I had a camera. The floaty guy in the black cloak told me the White Dragon is waiting in the library. Kello on, okei, ei välttämättä enää olisiko sellainen 10 minuuttia. Mutta katsotaan sellainen sopiva paikka. Lopetella. Okei, Crow tulee tueksi. Okei. Brian tulee erittäin hitaasti perässä. Mutta eiköhän me mennä Dark Personin, jos siksi sanotaan yksittäisten Dark Peoplein jäsentä. Sitähän se Aprilkin. Vaikka se Joey? April, niin. April sitä taisi mietiskellä aikaisemmin. Joo. Täytyy kyllä taas sanoa tästä niin kun tunnelmasta, miten tää niin kun tää äänimaailma tässä. Miten se saa hienosti kyllä luotua. Oho! What the fuck was that? Sanoiko Joey näistä mitään?
Huge things out there.
That's what she said.
I hope those windows are thick.
Unohdin, että tosiaan mehän ollaan vaan Aprilin kommentit näistä luettu tai kuultu. Se Vosu taitaa olla jo siellä. Hello.
Hi, I'm Zoe.
How fascinating. You're here, and yet you're not. Can I touch you?
Can you... What do you mean by...
Who's that?
Oh, I forgot. This is my friend Brian Westhouse. He's a traveller, I guess.
You sound so familiar.
You've heard my name before?
Your presence, your being sounds familiar. And also disconcerting. I feel a prickling on my skin. What do you call it? Goosebumps?
My apologies, ma'am. I don't wish to perturb you. Maybe I should just leave you...
No, please. Stay. Perhaps I'm sure it's just me. You see, I don't understand this body yet. I don't know what any of these feelings mean. I apologize. You're most welcome here, traveler.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll leave the two of you alone while I peruse this magnificent library.
You've come to me for the same reason April came to me not long ago. You're stuck.
I'm stuck here in Arcadia, yes. I need to go back to Stark.
But this isn't the only place you're stuck. You're stuck in life, like driftwood to a river. You lack direction. You lack faith.
Maybe so, but that's why it's important that I go back home. People there need me, and I want to be there for them. I don't want to be adrift anymore. I want to be where I'm needed the most.
And that will bring you home, Zoe. Your commitment to your friends, your belief in yourself, and your abilities. Faith will bring you where you're needed the most.
How?
It's easy. You're not really here.
That's what you said earlier. But it doesn't make sense. I'm right here.
Yes, and no. You're unlike anyone I've ever met. You belong to the story time.
Okay, now you're being cryptic. I've had enough of that. I can't take any more riddles. Just tell me what it means.
I'm sorry. It's not cryptic to me. It just is.
With all due respect, I just want to get home. I want to help my friends. I want to stop the bad guys from winning. I want to be myself again. The last time I was here in Arcadia, I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I was back home in Stark. How did I do that? When I fell asleep on the airship on my way here, I didn't disappear.
That's because you didn't dream. If you dream the right dream, it becomes reality. You can go anywhere you wish. To go back to your own world, you just have to wake up.
You mean this is all a dream?
This isn't a dream, but you're dreaming.
I'm confused again. All I need to do is go to sleep and dream about home, and then I'll wake up and be home.
Maybe. I've never met anyone like you. I only know that there are some who have a strong connection with the world of dreams. And you are one of them.
I'll just have to take your word for it. Help me fall asleep. Help me dream, or wake up, or whatever it is you said I need to do to get home. Time's running out. I have to be where I'm needed the most.
Come here. You must find her, Zoe. You must help her. Wherever she is, that's where you're needed the most.
Where did she go? What did you do to her? Did you use magic on her?
I didn't do anything to her, funny bird. She left this place on her own.
But she just vanished.
I know. Isn't it fascinating? There's no one else like her. She's special.
I've never met a human girl who hasn't been special. For all I know, they've all got strange powers and important destinies. I just hope she's okay.
Most interesting.
No niin, se oli pitkä chapteri. Crossroads. Ja. Mitäs? Ei kai Joey tänne tuu. What the hell?
What? This isn't home.
Mikä meistä tää on?
Where am I?
Erittäin hyvä kysymys. Where am I? I thought the white dragon would send me back to my world, but this definitely isn't it. So what am I doing here? Mä vaan mietin sitä, että koska mä oon vähän vakoillut asioita. Mä tiedän, että tää on aika lopussa, mutta jotenkin tuntuu, että tää niinku tarina on todella pahasti kesken. Joten se mua tässä vähän hämmästyttää. Että oiskoipa silleen, että tavallaan tää tarina jää aika kesken, että se on vasta sitten chaptersissa. En tiedä. Tää olis aika hyvä paikka kyllä lopettaa, mutta mennään pikkasen eteenpäin vielä. Pikkasen eteenpäin, mutta mä veikkaan, että me ollaan kyllä edelleen Arcadian puolella. Okei.
Fireworks? Maybe they're celebrating something.
Muista näyttikö enemmän niinku hätäraketilta. But you'll never know. Joo. Nyt olisi vähän sellaisia niinku, missä saattaisipa olla joku.
Closed and locked. I don't think there's anyone in there.
Okei, tai sitten ei. No, menepäs nyt.
Closed and locked. I don't think there's anyone in there.
Joo. Joko tonne tai tähän.
Even if I knew how to, drive a boat, I still don't think I'd brave those murky waters.
Drive a boat. Mielenkiintoinen. Onks tää joku hökkeli vaan? Eihän mä... What? Mä kyllä uskon, että me lopetellaan tällä kertaa tähän. Jäädään vähän tällaiseen arvotukselliseen tilanteeseen. Koska se nyt rupeaa aika lailla niinku tunti täynnä. Mutta joo. Tässä on kyllä vähän sama juttu mikä ykkösessä. Eli tää tarina niinku alkaa avautua. Tai menee aika pitkä aika ennen kuin tää oikeesti alkaa avautua tää tarina. Ykkönen oli ilmeisestikin jonkun verran pidempi. Joten se ehkä siinä mielessä toimi paremmin. Koska mä oon aika varma, että me ei olla hirveän kaukana kyllä lopetusta, jos mä nyt oikein muistan vakoilleeni asioita. Ja tuntuu kyllä tosiaan, että tää olisi aika auki vielä täällä asiat. Mutta en tiedä. Katsotaan ensi kerralla, missä oikeasti ollaan ja mikä on Zoen tehtävä. Special. She's special. Kaikki on aina spesiaaleja. Mä oon ihan tavallinen ihminen vaan. Mutta joo, ei sitä varmaan muuta. Kiitoksia takaisin seurasta. Minä olin Tigru 2 ja tässä oli jälleen kerran Dreamfall The Longest Journey. Ja tosiaan tätä tykitellään nyt siihen asti, kun me saadaan pakettia ja sitten päästäis chapteria mukavasti pelailemaan tässä heti kohta julkaisun jälkeen. Mutta joo, katsotaan tosiaan ensi kerran, mitä meille silloin tapahtuu. Mutta joo, ei sitä muuta. Se on loistava tieto kaikille ja melkein se puolestaan morjens!